Hi buddy, welcome back to SevTech Ages, episode 54 with me, Sid. I realise you can't really see that much of me. And the reason being is we are down here in the depths of the Betweenlands, where I came after the last episode to try and address this life crystal issue. I checked up and we were definitely in the right ballpark. However, I hunted around a lot, so we've kind of come from over this direction, and I think it was up here and down and all over. I basically wandered around, jumping in rivers, in lakes, fighting fish, and we finally found one. Now, I can't remember whether this thing has got, I don't think it has got fortune on it, but that is what we are looking for. And now I'm dying, so I should probably get that. And yeah, that took some finding. I've had to jump into various underground lakes, which, you know, generally speaking, is not the healthiest things. And down here it's probably even less healthy than, oh, hello, you blended right in there, sir. Oh, I see, yeah, we're over this way. But I know this, I can hear you. Oh, hello. Anyway, so rather than just turn up on the next episode and go, hey, yeah, look everybody, I got the thing, I wanted to do this the proper way, and, you know, actually come in. Is there, I never checked this, but I think that might be another cavern. Or not. Alright, no. So we need to head this way, where we will come back up to our little hidey hole here. And I've completely forgotten that I made this. This is our little super fast way in and out, to get down without having to go through all those caves. It's not the most fun thing to walk up, but eventually we hit this lot. And I don't know why it's not. Oh, there we go. No. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And out. But that means we've finally got to the stage where we've got that thing, the life, not a pork dinner, a life crystal, which means, of course, that we are in a position, apart from having an awful lot of bits and pieces we need to process up and a more scabbist, vile sounding thing, some, oops, nope, got some more of them. I did take that down with me because I didn't want to end up getting a, you know, an unpleasant surprise when we got down there. I can go in there. So, life crystals, what do we do with it? Well, we're going to need some of that, and we need some of those, and we are also going to need these because we're going to need to recharge the life crystal. But the life crystal goes in there, and we put some of that in there, and this thing happens, and a line moves along, and it makes a really, really little droney sound. I've never seen this before, by the way, so this is new to me too. Oh wow, it actually does eat a lot of sulfur, doesn't it? But eventually we get what's behind door number 1? It is a ring of power. Cool, and we've got 88% remaining. Right, let's try the next one. I'm going to run through these. This thing here we're going to use to recharge this, and we can basically take it, you know, and recharge it up to 100% with 8 of them, which I've got. So I can basically completely drain this, and yeah, so I'll be back in a little while. Alright, well, we got the sludge slicer, the swift pick, ring of power, and some Valenite slides and a voodoo doll, which I have no idea what you do with a voodoo doll. Yeah, we'll have to look that one up. However, this is down to 25%, so if I give you 2, that takes you to 75, back to 100. I mean, I could have taken it down to 0 and had done with, but oops, let's try that. But anyway, we're still looking for items, so let's run this through for the last 2. I think it's only 2 I've got left. It is looking that way. And see what we get. Back in a mo. Alright, we got the Hag Hacker and some more Valenite shards. We also got, I forgot to mention, the amulet socket, which was a bit of a come down, to be honest, after all of that. But we got some stuff, so what more can you say? Now, Hag Hacker, I believe there is a quest for that. Kill a hag with a Hag Hacker, yep. Slay a critter with a critter cruncher, a white with a white's bane, a sludge with a sludge slicer, and a shockwave sword. Yeah, that is pretty unlikely. However, there's some of these things we don't need. The ring of power we can equip, and I'm not entirely sure. It says give a bonus to all stats. What is weird is what stats. I'm not entirely sure what stats I'm bonusing. Anyway, we'll keep the sludge slicer. We shall keep the Hag Hacker about our person. We shall put the voodoo doll and that away for now, because there is. Oh, no, haven't got journey map. Where are you? There is another tower over that way, which I found. Obviously, I've been a good way out, so I think we're going to go and tackle that, and well, see how we go, because I still haven't got the actual item I need for the iron apple. If I can go in there, which is the Ring of Ascent. It can be found as loot from chests in shrines, crag rock towers, and the White Fortress, or looted from bosses and a rare drop. So, yeah, we are heading that way again. I'll be back in a bit. I'll probably do the tower without going through, taking you through the entire experience with me. We've done one, and yeah, I can't see a great deal of point in repeatedly doing the towers unless I need to show you something particularly interesting. So otherwise, be back in a bit. Well, that was uneventful. I can't see the point of jumping down and having the entire thing collapse on my head. Well, rather running down, so I thought we'd do this the easy way. I mean, the thing's going to collapse still. But at least it didn't collapse on my head, which is always a bonus. And there are a few goodies. We have 9 more of these item scrolls and a further 8 things, so there's a pretty good chance we can actually achieve something. Maybe. Really, it's having a good old collapse in it. But that said, we are here. We need to be going back that way to our little temporary base. So with that in mind, I will see you when we get back there. And we're back. So I'm not going to do this entire episode in the between, by the way. This is just my last ditch attempt, really. If I don't get the items this time, we'll take a break from it and come back. But you know, I can't not try and do this because it is, whilst it's not a limitation in the true sense of the word, it is limiting me somewhat. So yeah. Actually, let's do that the other way around. So we've got a whole load of these foods. Actually, I haven't put the food back. Got these, 2 of these actually, so we can get rid of one. But that is the most terrible monsters you can think of, preserved in peat and mud. Let its bones slowly rot, its eyes melt, and then you have it crawl out that mess. There you go, peat mummy. A vicious creature of pure malice that can send most adventurously you back to your scrawny halls. Then take that mummy and make some impossible demon burst open and grow out of its back and form 4 gigantic flesh legs. No one should have to face such a thing, aren't I a lucky fellow? No, actually, you're not. That can despawn in its own precious time. What else we got? Valenite stuff, more stuff. So what we got going on here? We have got angry pebbles, more of those. We got some of that. We got a whole load of that. Can I just craft those straight into blocks? I can. May do the same with these as well. So yeah, we've got all of these to do. We're going to process the 9 items that we picked up as well, the item shardy things, and yeah, we should be good and happy. But first things first, I need to tidy my inventory and get all of this stuff put away. So I'll do that, be back in a mo. Alright, this is the last item scroll. We've been right royally stuffed, got 3 critter hag hackers, 3 critter countries, another ring of power, another... okay. Right royally stuffed, I think is the phrase. Right royally stuffed. I'd love to know what this is for. I need to figure that one out. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem to do anything worthwhile. Right, we are... Nope, that's the wrong bag. We are going to go back to the overworld. We are going to get on with something else. The thing is, the items required to unlock journey map are not the only way to unlock journey map. Sorry, I thought. So it does unlock later. There are apparently other ways to do it at a later stage. So the question really comes to how much time and effort do you place into unlocking journey map at the earlier age when you consider the things you have to do with the Alpha Yeti and the Cinder Lamp, and these are still quite a large number of things left to do. Then quite frankly, I'm not sure whether they're worth it. We'll have to see compared to, say, the alternatives later, but we're okay. We're in a good position, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. We need to check. We also do need to up our game for some fruit and some grain. That should do us food wise when we actually manage to do it. I'll do a bit of sprinting. That should hopefully encourage my hunger to drop. So armed with that, the question then becomes what to do next. And I suppose the answer is I don't know. No, the answer is let's start looking at the quest lines again. I mean, we've got the white. I mean, you know, it would have been nice to get a white space. You know, that could have been useful. But yeah, I'm not going to complain. I am complaining, I realise. We need to do a small sample. Now, to do a small sample, we also need to get power. And power could be done a number of ways. Craft a redstone engine to begin powering your buildcraft pipes. Let's start having a look at a redstone engine, shall we? Because a redstone engine, if I recall, and I don't know why I've got caps lock on, will generate power. It's not a lot, but it doesn't have to be a lot. It just has to be a little for the time being. So we have got a circuit board. We made one of those, and it's probably somewhere in one of our chests, which I have temporarily mislaid. But it will come back to us. That's fine. So in fact, I'll be willing to bet that it's stashed up in one of here, or there you go, circuit board. So armed with that, we're going to need a sticky piston and some things. I think we can do most of this, possibly even from, there you go, a sticky piston. See, knew we got things. There's a reason why I hoard. There's a reason why anybody should hoard, and that is because it can be beneficial. Right, let's go. Let's not worry about that. Let's look at the quick wins for starters. And the glass we can do. Redstone gear, we need to do redstone alloy. Redstone alloy is made by smelting redstone, glowstone, and constantine. So we need redstone, and I think it was one of each. We need glowstone, which I must have put somewhere. Where, if I were glowstone, where would I have put myself? Oh, it's not going to be there. Alright, let me start pulling. There we go. Alright, so we need to make the gears. For that we need to make some of the redstone. We also need redstone alloy plates. So we need, let's work this out. Let's do some working out. We need 4 ingots worth of that, plus lost myself, another 4 ingots worth of that to make redstone alloy plates. So we need 8. Okay, so 8 is made. One constantine with one of each of these. That is made by things. So 1 and 1, and a constantine will make 2. So I need 4, by my reckoning. Okay, Yep, and then we need to make the Constantine itself, which if we go and have a look at the... Come on. We make you with copper and nickel. Makes 2. So again, I will need 4, won't I? So 2 copper and 2 nickel, I think. 2 nickel, 2 copper. Get that a lot cooking. While that's cooking, cast some more. I need 2 of these anyway. Okay, I'm going to push this through to the point where I've got the red alloy, and we'll take it from there. See you in a moment. Okay, we're almost there. That, and that. I've just been looking around for my vacuum tube, and it was actually... I made everything I need to make more vacuum tubes, but it was already in the thing, so yeah, big poo. So we've got the redstone block, we've got you. The last thing we need is treated wood. That is a bucket of creosote and some, believe it or not, wood. Splosh. Let's go find some wood. There's probably some. There's a pretty good chance there's some in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can get that done quickly with that, and then that and that, with that, that and that, that, and those give us the good old Redstone Engine. Now these things are awesome, and they're really old. They've been around. I mean, they're Buildcraft, you know, for crying out loud. They've been around for donkey's years. Have I got any levers, or do I need to make one? So these things, they don't give off a huge amount of power, but I don't know whether they animate anymore or not. Oops. Oh, hello. No, that's not what I wanted, is it? Silly. Anyway, so we got that. However, the item we really... So we've done that. Modularity, I'm not worried about. This is the bit, the core drill. Which will take us to drilling for oil, which is ironically what we've been doing in Sid Modded Life recently. So let's have a look. The core drill is steel, light engineering blocks, and steel fence, which we can make like that. Now we've got plenty of steel, well, reasonable amount. I mean, we're not overly burdened with it, but so we need to make that, and that is made 3 steel, and that makes 6. That's enough. So we just need 1, 2, 3 of those, which will we could melt these, I think, but we're okay. We're okay doing that there. Hard way. So that should give me the scaffold we need. We also need that, so I need 2 more. That makes 3, doesn't it? Yes. And again, that takes us there, and again, if we jump in here with those, that's those. So the last thing is these, which are iron rather than steel, which is nice. And we need, oh, and 6 copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go and work out how we do these. It's been a while. And of course, this is SevTech, so I think it's not necessarily 2 iron plates and a copper ingot. Okay, 4 iron, 1, 2, 3, 4 iron plates and a copper ingot, 2 copper ingots. We can do that. That's doable. And if we double check, because that makes 2, doesn't it? Ah, yes. So 2 copper plates and a copper ingot, and 1, 2, 3. Even easier then. 2 iron plates, I should say. Oh, hang on. Need 2 of those. Okay, still, it's not a problem. Put that away. Let's see if we can't get to the stage where we can find out where we're going and where the next stage comes in. Not that I'm bum rushing this age at all, but here we go. And that is, I've lost myself, 4 iron. I knew I needed more iron. Ah, man. I'll tell you something, if I had to do this in real life, I'd be the fittest person I know. Up and down the stairs, it's just never ending. And then, bang! A small sample. Now, I don't know whether this will power that. However, oh, you are kidding me. Oh, God, I've just built one of those. They're a pain, even, oh, man. Well, that's going to be entertaining. Let's go and see whether we can power this thing with a Redstone Engine. I've got a sneaking suspicion, even if it works, it will not be the fastest machine on the block. I don't want to go too far, but I don't want to get so far away that I can, you know, that creeper hiding in the grass can get me. I talk about psychic. Whew. Right. I'm going to do it on this block here. I think that, if I remember rightly, these are chunk based, so I should be able to. Why are you not doing what I want you to? Alright, let's try that. No, it does not want to play. I don't think that's going to power this. I really don't. Let's have a look at wrenches, shall we? We can make a wrench from Buildcraft. Maybe that's what we need. Let's turn that off. We'll come back. We'll go and go and make that. I'll be back within a second. Okay, I'm armed with a wrench. So, question is, will the wrench help me? Doesn't look like it. I don't think that recognises that. Now, there is one other option here, and that is that we look at Buildcraft pipes. Because one of the Buildcraft pipes used to transmit power from engines, so maybe that's the thing. Let's just head back and see whether I'm barking up the right tree or not. There's a very good chance I am not, but let's have a look, see what pipes we have access to. It's only fluid pipes, void pipes, sewer pipes, Northumbrian pipes. Okay, Netherumbrian. Oh, it's like Northumbrian. However, none of this lot is going to get me power. Let me just have a look, see what our options are. Alright, we're going to try immersive engineering wires. That would seem to be the most likely thing that would work out of anything that I can think of, assuming that we can link this up to anything. So let's just head out and just have, you know what, we don't actually have to go outside, it don't have to be on the surface or anything. We could do it down here. There's no reason why not. Oh, I never did. Oh, that's new. That's a new feature, I think. Anyway, there is our thingy. Now we can't connect you, but can we connect you like that and then give you a bit of a redstone power? That may not work. Well, it's not working right now. Yeah, I'm not seeing that working. It was a long shot. We do need to do a little bit of research then on exactly how we're going to power this, because this is not an easy to use device. It is not, well, it's portable, you know, it moves. So I need to have a little think about power, so I'm going to be back in a moment. Yeah, we are going to have to find a more useful method of getting this stuff together, because we need to power this. Now, currently, there are a number of things we could power with. You know, there's obviously thermoelectric, which we could make, and the thermoelectric. If I have I got my immersive book on me? The thermoelectric, it just looks at differences in temperature around it. So, you know, you've got things like block of uranium, liquid magma, ice, or packed ice. Now, we can't do half of this right now. I haven't got silk touch and yada yada. And it's a little bit lengthy. Now, in terms of other generators, you've really got a kinetic dynamo, which you can hook into either a water wheel or a windmill. And there is an advanced windmill as well, just if you want to get fancy. So, but the problem is none of those power systems are actually portable. You can't dig them up, move them a chunk and see what you get, dig them up, move them a chunk, see what you get. So we need a means of making that portable, and therefore we are going to have to go with capacitors. Now the one we can make the easiest is the medium voltage capacitor. The LV is actually fairly easy as well. I think we can make an MV capacitor though reasonably easily. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think next episode we're going to definitely have to get going on the old power gen. I'm really torn between windmill and you know, not windmill. I'm so technical, you can tell, can't you? Windmill and not windmill. We're also going to need to find silver, we need to find lead, or we need to go and dig up silver and lead as well. So that's something we're going to need to do as well. But on that note, I think we are going to sit here with our drill, and we'll plop it down in the middle, I think, because we can do, and we'll take a little selfie. Sometime, there you go, and F1 and F2. There you go, perfect. No, 2, and back in there. But until next time, oh crap, bloody too fast now. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.